Our approach to the film originates from a very conventional horror storyline, in the fact that a group of boys finds a haunted object and then everyone ends up being killed by an entity. However, we have ensured that throughout the film, our own twists and turns keep the audience thinking. To do this, we have used short flashbacks and depicted various cults and other rituals to add to the atmosphere of the trailer. The film in this genre is intended to be a horror, and I believe we have included all the relevant codes and conventions required to meet this to an exceptional standard. Scene 1. During this scene, Toby finds a book that has mysteriously appeared on a table. The camera is taken a mid-shot. This is used to make sure the book is in good view while we can still see the facial expressions on Toby. All of the other boys are in a classroom talking, and this is when Toby interrupts them to tell them about the book. We tried to keep this continuity in the scene by using a reverse shot when the boys are speaking. This reflects the fact that they are having a conversation. Scene 2. After a brief conversation, Darlington is flicking through the book and Toby stops him when he recognises one of the pictures. This is accompanied with an over-the-shoulder shot of Toby grabbing the book. This gives the scene some depth and structure. Toby clearly knows something about the book by the way he reacts to the other boys. They want to know how to start, so they ask him some questions. This then starts to build up tension, which you, the audience, can expect throughout the gradual increase in the speed of music. This is very effective as it adds suspense to the trailer. As you can see, there are also very short clips of cults. This almost acts as a foreshadowing of what the BRUDDAS is and where it originates from. The climax is when Toby says, "the BRUDDAS," which is used to show a pinnacle point in the trailer, and it emphasises the horror aspect of the film. Scene 3. This scene includes clips in succession of the boys being violently haunted and having very bad things happen to them as a result of the book. Darlington gets thrown off the stage by an invisible force that comes from Toby, by whom is possessed at this point. The camera angle used in this clip is an over-the-shoulder shot. This is used in order to almost show Darlington being thrown off the stage as it enters his point of view. This aims to give the audience a different perspective. Another is Devon being pulled across the hallway very quickly by an invisible force. Again, this helps to build tension and adds the conventions of the horror aspects to the film. The camera used here is a higher angle, so we can see that Devon clearly has no power in the situation, as it emphasised this with the camera angle. Scene 4. In this scene, Kieran is walking into the toilet, and when he looks into the mirror, he starts to bleed profusely from his nose. The start of this scene is filmed on an off-kilter angle with another convention of horror. This also makes the audience feel uneasy and like something is not quite right. We then film Kieran looking into the mirror. This is an over-the-shoulder shot which is effective and captures Kieran's expressions at this point in time when he is. The finished product matches my expectations as it manages to follow the codes and conventions of a horror while still implementing our own ideas with professionalism. However, I believe that there were some limitations in the fact that we only had a limited budget, and our film reflected this. We also had a limited equipment, so things such as Darlington being thrown off the stage was not as smooth as it could be with the right equipment. However, I do believe that we carried out this project to a high standard, and this is reflected in the finished product, as it is smooth and works well. In the future, I would change how we planned it, and maybe spend more time on the storyboard to make sure everyone has a clear idea of what is happening in each scene.